Alright y'all, what's going on guys? Back again with another video, back again with another video, back again with another video. So when you see this face, yes you sitting right there, you already know there's more Pokemon Go info. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Alolan Pokemon that's actually in Pokemon Go right now. It actually dropped with the latest update, which came last night, around like maybe 9, 10, 11 o'clock, depending on where you live at. But here, that's where it dropped at. We're also going to be talking about some connections between Pokemon Go and the Nintendo Switch. So guys, we're not going to jump to that video now, but we're going to talk about that, or we're going to jump into that right now. Let's go. Alright guys, so basically, here's what's going on in Pokemon Go. So last night, as I said in the intro, we got a new update, Force update actually, and basically here, this is what it is. It says, say Alola to Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee with Alolan Exeggutor. And as you can see, there is the picture of all the Alolan Exeggutor that's actually going to be, well, it's already spawning in the wild currently. So guys, let's jump into this, so stay tuned. Alright, so it says trainers, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee are coming to the Nintendo Switch in November 2018. Once released, Pokemon originally discovered in the Kanto region that you have caught in Pokemon Go can be brought into these two new Nintendo Switch games. So basically, whatever Pokemon you caught in the Kanto region, you will be able to use the Nintendo Switch to switch over, no pun intended, well actually pun intended, you can switch over to the Nintendo Switch. So basically, I'm guessing this is a new way of trading. This is Niantic's way of, partnering with Nintendo Switch, or, so this way we can be able to just, trade. So we finally basically got trading. I'm guessing this is how they're doing it. So yeah. So anyway, let's jump back into this. So it says here, in celebration of this announcement, Alolan Exeggutor will now appear all over the world in Pokemon Go. This is the first Alolan form of the Pokemon originally discovered in the Kanto region to arrive in Pokemon Go. So basically, like they're saying, the Alolan Exeggutor is the first and only Alolan Pokemon that's currently in the game. Because we still gotta wait for the rest of the Alolan Pokemon, and we also gotta wait for Gen 4. And I'm thinking they're probably gonna drop the rest of the Alolan Pokemon along with Gen 4 sometime next month or whenever, but we'll just have to stay tuned for that. Now, here it says here, keep an eye out for this Pokemon's tall and stately presence all over the world, where it will appear more often for a limited time. Now it says, enjoy trainers and stay tuned for more news about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee soon. The Pokemon Go team. So basically, that's where we're going to get into it, because they actually released more information on it, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So stay tuned, and we're going to talk about some Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so on Polygon.com it says Pokemon's next core RPG out in 2019. Now they're basically talking about how Generation 8 will probably be coming out on the Nintendo Switch. So basically here it says Pokemon Let's Go is an entry point with traditional RPGs still in the works. Now as you can see, you see the staff, you see Pikachu and Eevee, hence the names. It says here, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee may be the series' first exclusive Nintendo Switch games, but they may not be RPGs longtime fans were expecting. But during a press conference held in Japan, the Pokemon company confirmed that its next generation of games will arrive in 2019. So like I said, it must be obviously talking about Generation 8, because since now Pokemon Go is going to be connected with Nintendo Switch, now instead of us getting Gen 8 on, in Pokemon Go, we'll be getting it through the Nintendo Switch. So we'll just have to stay tuned for when Gen 8 comes out, which is going to be a long time from now. But then again, you never know, because you see now we got some of the we got the beginning of the Alolan Pokemon, starting with Alolan Exeggutor, around the time Gen 4 hadn't even released yet. So we really don't know what Niantic. We thought we knew at one point. Now everything's changed up, and that's why they said 2018 was going to be the best revival of the Pokemon Go game, and they've actually proven themselves correct. So guys, stay tuned, and let's get into the rest of this video. Alright, so here it says, we're also hard at work on another Pokemon Core RPG designed for Nintendo Switch, said series director Junichi Masuda toward the end of the presentation. It's been designed simultaneously with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, today I can only tell you of its existence, but I can assure you that there's another game that we're pouring a lot of our energy into over at Game Freak, according to Masuda. Company president Sunkazu Ishihara, I believe that's how you say it, anyhow, later clarified that these titles will be in the tradition of Pokemon X and Y and Sun and Moon, suggesting that they'll compromise the 8th generation of games, which is Gen 8 of Pokemon Go. Now, here it says the Pokemon Company first revealed that a traditional set of Pokemon games were in the works for Switch during Nintendo's E3 2017 stream. Now, this tiny check-in marks our first update on the project since last June. Until we learn more, we have the newcomer, friendly Pokemon Go inspired Let's Go games to tide us over. They're out in November. So guys, basically, I'm gonna put a link in the description below on this video here. It says watch the full 45-minute press conference below for more info on both Let's Go games alongside Pokemon's Quest, which is available on Switch now. So to watch this video, I'm gonna put a link, like I said, I'm gonna put a link in the description, and so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But let's jump into some more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Alright guys, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically sum this up. Now, as you guys can see, because it's a lot to read, and I don't want to bore you guys with all that reading. However, here it says November 16, 2018 is when these games will be coming out, which is actually, this is May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That's in like 6 months. So, there's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Like I said, it comes out November 16, 2018. It says, yesterday was a strange and exciting time for Pokemon fans, which it was because now it's adding on to Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Go is now growing. Also, Niantic also mentioned that Pokemon Go was actually downloaded 800 million times. So that means Pokemon Go is coming back. You know, some people in the comments were saying that Pokemon Go never died. I never thought it died. It just gets boring, you know, it gets repetitive. And when things get repetitive, it does get boring and you want to do something else. I mean, that's with anything in life. But anyway, back on topic. So, here it says, Nintendo held a large event in Japan for reasons I cannot possibly fathom. Was not live streamed, but rather viewed by proxy through a series of pictures and GIFs on Twitter from journalists in attendance and the official @Pokemon account. So basically, guys, like I said, you already see the games. It's coming out November 16th. We just gotta wait on it and see how everything is gonna progress with Pokemon Go being tied with the Nintendo Switch. So we're gonna have to just basically see what goes on. So guys, let's jump into some more Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Alright, now, basically here from Forbes, it says the major reveal was Pokemon Let's Go divided up into Pikachu and Eevee variants. Now, the game is a partial adaptation of Pokemon Yellow, so basically that's what Pokemon Pikachu is, the adaptation of Pokemon Yellow. If you never played Pokemon Yellow, I suggest you go play that and then come back and see what this is about. Otherwise, you probably won't know what's going on, although you can watch a trailer of Pokemon Yellow somewhere on YouTube. Anyhow, a gorgeous looking RPG for the Switch, but it's a blend of traditional Pokemon gameplay with new Go era type mechanics. Not only can you transfer Pokemon from Go to Let's Go, but the game also shares things like Go simplifies capture mechanics. So yeah, so basically they're confirming that we are getting trading, because like I said, you can take Pokemon from Pokemon Go that you caught recently in Kanto, or whenever you caught it in the Kanto region. You can now trade it from from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go. So that's that. We basically got trading. So this is a new way to do it, and I think it's actually a lot better, because remember when we had trading back in the old games, we had to actually use a Game Boy to actually trade. I mean, it'll be kind of crazy to actually trade through your cell phone like that. It's kind of like crazy, because you can get your phone stolen like that. Not saying that you can't get it stolen by the use of Nintendo Switch, but I mean, it's still more better that way, because it's like they're getting Pokemon Go back on a handheld game. So, with that being said, let's get into the rest of this here. Finally, Nintendo announced that yes, there was still a new core Pokemon game coming to the Switch next year, presumably Gen 8, like I mentioned, though it wasn't named or detailed yet. So guys, stay tuned for more. Alright guys, so now I'm on GameRant.com. So basically, before I wrap this video up, I just want to let you know that there is going to be a new form of controller for the Nintendo Switch. It's kind of like, well, you can actually use this to capture Pokemon. I believe in Nintendo Switch using this kind of like controller-like thing, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a Pokeball, and basically, instead of you actually capturing Pokemon on your phone, I mean, you still can play Pokemon Go on your phone, but on the Switch you can use a Pokeball. So I think this is pretty cool. It's kind of like the what is it? The Pokemon. I kind of forgot what it's called. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. Anyway, it says Pokemon Let's Go Pokeball Plus controller announced for Nintendo Switch. Alright, so here it says, it goes without saying that today has been a pretty eventful day for Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. Now, after recent teases about big reveals, the Pokemon Company hosted a press conference announcing not only a new spin-off game called Pokemon Quest, but also unveiled Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. For the Nintendo Switch, the latest in its long line of Pokemon RPGs. But of course, there are still a few little things the Pokemon Company has to show off. Alright, so here it says in 2016, a wearable Bluetooth sensor was released called Pokemon Go Plus. That's what it's called, Go Plus. But yeah, anyhow, the sensor would buzz when near Pokemon or Pokestops, all in the name of an enhanced player experience. Now the peripheral seems to be making a return in a revamped and expanded from called the Pokeball Plus. So like I was saying, that's what I was going to put on the screen because I forgot the name. But yeah, it's called the Go Plus. And basically you didn't really have to actually even be on your phone to catch Pokemon. And I think that was a cool way to catch Pokemon, although I never owned one. But I mean, it's no biggie because now they have a new way that you can catch Pokemon just with the Pokeball. So we're going to jump into that right now. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is the Pokeball Plus. This is what you're going to be using to capture Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Now, since apparently the new peripheral will function as a type of Joy-Con working with both Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which is on Switch, and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, as well as with Pokemon Go. So that is something I didn't know, so we actually learned that together, because now you can use this also on Pokemon Go. So you may not just have to always, use your finger on your screen or whatever. You can actually walk around with an actual Pokeball in your hand. And although I did already mention that some time ago that we should have some form of Pokeball where we can actually throw, you're gonna throw it, but it's still gonna be connected to your wrist. But in turn, this will be a new way to play Pokemon Go. And as I told you, 800 million people already downloaded Pokemon Go because, I mean, look at all the events Niantic is dropping for us. And they said 2018 was going to be the comeback of Pokemon Go. So, therefore, Pokemon Go is not dead. So, with that being said, let's jump into the rest of this. Now, it says, in addition to motion controls, the device will also light up, just like the Go Plus. It'll vibrate and make noises in an attempt to mimic a real Pokemon inside, which is actually pretty cool. Now, according to Let's Go developer Game Freak, when playing the Let's Go games, players will be able to feel it moving within the device. Which, by the way, this is gonna, like they said, it's gonna simulate like an actual Pokemon is actually inside the Pokeball. See, Niantic, Game Freak, and the Nintendo company is basically trying to make Pokemon as real as possible. Like with the AR mode, the newest AR mode now, and like I said, when AR first came out, and now they got the newest AR mode where you can actually walk up on it or whatever. But that's only for the iOS. Which, if Niantic, if you're watching this, we want it on Android also because I mean. Don't just give something to one phone if it's possible. If you can't, then I mean, that's a whole nother thing. But we also are looking for, well, I'm gonna talk about what I'm about to say now on something else because it just dawned on me that there's another topic that I want to talk about. As a matter of fact, the update, and it's something that we already know about, but Niantic basically sent out another tweet. So I'm gonna read that for you right after I finish this. So here, it says, it seems that immersion is something at the forefront of the new Pokemon games and something discussed at great length with regards to the Pokeball Plus. Game Freak director Junichi Masuda spoke at the press conference about using the Pokeball Pro, which they calling it, to bring Pokemon into the real world with the player. Now, that sounds kind of creepy, but at the same time, it sounds fun. But you guys get what's going on. You get the gist of it. Now, here's one of the things we've noticed from the Pokemon Plus device with Pokemon Go is that kind of lighting up when you're catching a Pokemon, having an LED light up and flash was kind of an exciting element for a lot of players. So basically, they made sure to incorporate that in the Pokeball Plus. So in addition, the HD rumble and the lighting up, it does make it feel like you've caught a Pokemon and it's going in the ball. So that's pretty cool. So when you go to throw the ball, if you catch it, it's gonna rumble and it's gonna make the sound inside the Pokeball to make it feel like you're actually out there actually catching Pokemon. And this is actually a new way for Pokemon Go to really be happening. Like, and see the way the weather is right now, it's getting kind of hot. You know, everybody's gonna be wanting to buy one. We're still trying to figure out, you know, the price of that when it actually comes out. And when the game comes out, like I said, in November. So we just gotta sit back and relax. Remember, Nintendo Switch is already out, so if you haven't gotten one like myself, save up if you're into Pokemon Go, because you got 2 new games that's connected with Pokemon Go. So guys, if you want that trading, gotta go out there and get that Switch. So anyway, let's jump into more information. Now, it's just like I stated about the weather. It says here, regardless of whether you think... Oh, no, this is another kind of weather. Anyhow, regardless of whether you think such immersion is important to Pokemon games, the new peripheral will likely be popular among Pokemon fans, with more cartoonish games like Pokemon Quest on the way. So they have another game coming, as well as the core titles. The Pokemon Company is appealing to a wide fan base and show no signs of slowing down. And as we can see, because Niantic and Nintendo and everything is just like keep pouring out more and more and more. And see that now people are gonna start not having to worry about, you know, paying for this, paying for that, because they're giving us more and more to do. So now no one's really worried about coming out of the pocket, you know, because it's actually giving us more to do. People wasn't paying really for the events and everything like that because there was really nothing to really do in Pokemon Go. But Pokemon, for those of you that were saying Pokemon Go was actually dead, it's no longer dead anymore because it actually came back to life full-fledged. So let's jump back into more of this. So here it says the Pokeball Plus doesn't currently have a release date exactly, which we gotta wait for, but will likely arrive alongside Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee on November 16, 2018. So now we basically know the date. Well, we know the date of the games, but like they said, they don't really have a release date for the Pokeball Pro or whatever you call it, the Pokeball Plus or the Pokeball Pro. They have like 2 names for it. But anyway, or just call it the Pokeball. That's what I would call it. But anyhow, we're still waiting for that release date. So that's why I said try to save your money up. Try to, you know, look for, you know, release dates. And then basically we'll be ready to play some Pokemon Go. Because remember, we still got to get Gen 4. So this will be a new way to connect with Pokemon Go. But remember guys, you still got to watch the streets when you're playing. Because now this is going to be a different thing. Because it's more than just looking down at your phone. You're actually going to be like throwing an actual Pokeball. And that's going to be an interesting thing. And a lot of people like to play Pokemon Go while crossing the streets and everything else. So I just wanted to throw a little disclaimer down there to say, you know, be careful. Because you know when you open up Pokemon Go, it says to be careful of your surroundings. Well, I'm basically that person that's basically just telling you to be careful and watch your surroundings, because like, and make sure you don't hit nobody with the actual Pokeball, because yeah, that's a whole nother story. But you know, I don't want to keep rambling on. But yeah, so this is gonna basically wrap this part of the video up. So that's part number 2. Aside from the Exeggutor, I also got to talk about that also, but or I just want to relate more to it. But anyhow, let's jump in from that, and I have one other thing to talk about, and I also want to talk a little bit more about the Alolan Exeggutor. So guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, I just want to quickly apologize because I almost actually, this was like one of the parts that I was supposed to talk about and I kind of forgot. It slipped my mind. But anyhow, here it says Alolan Exeggutor sprite found in the network traffic. Like I said in the beginning, I told you about the Niantic's personal website. I told you about how Alolan Exeggutor is already in the game. But I want to also show you what else is in the game, because a lot of you may not know. So I'm letting you guys know this now. So anyway, it says Alolan forms incoming, and this was from yesterday, so I just want to let you guys know that. Obviously, you already know. But anyway, it says this is not a drill trainer. Collage has found Alolan Exeggutor and its shiny variant in the network traffic as shown below. This is hinting that Alolan forms may be on the way a lot sooner than later. Perhaps in the next few days, as the latest update 0.105.0 for Android and 1.75.0 for iOS have been forced today, which was yesterday. Now stay tuned for any more news regarding the imminent release of the Alolan forms. All aboard the hype train, choo choo. And this is some hype train because Alolan Exeggutor is actually in the game right now, as you all know, and as you all are aware. So guys, stay tuned for the part I wanted to let you all know. Alright guys, so basically this is the part I want to show you guys. Now, for those of you that don't know, well, you know that obviously, like I said, the Alolan Exeggutor is already in the game, but that's the regular form, the original form, the normal form. But the shiny form is also in the game currently. A lot of people don't know that, and this one is actually what it looks like. The one with the red hair, obviously, because there's only two on the screen. Anyhow, this is the shiny variant that's actually in the that's actually in the game right now, which is why there's an increased spawn of Exeggutor, Alolan Exeggutor, and don't forget, well, you really can't forget because the event is still going on. The rock type event is still going on, and it'll be finished out, I believe, on the 7th of next month. So anyway, and also I think shiny Ho-Oh is still in the game until the 7th or the 1st. Not really sure, but anyway, I spoke about that in another video. But anyway, go and check that video out. But anyway, it says not only that, we've got a preview of how the Pokédex will look like with new forms active. Now, this is the spoilers ahead, so if you don't want to see this, I suggest you exit out now. But anyway, for those of you that do want to see, because obviously you're still watching, this is for you. So this is what the Pokédex is actually going to look like when we get the rest of the Alolan Pokemon. So you see, you're going to have the regular form, as you see, it says evolution, and then you see the Alolan form. It's going to have the Rattata, and it's going to evolve into a Raticate. That's going to be the Alolan screenshot of the Alolan Raticate. Then it says here, we've already talked in depth about how the new Alolan Pokemon will be in the meta, but don't expect wonders. We're mostly getting different forms from a different typing, potentially new moves, but time will tell. Full credits go to Discovery, go to Trellis. I can never really get his name. I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyhow, the regular network traffic analyst associated with the Pogo Dev Discord group. A full list of Alolan forms found in the recent APK mine is below. Now, I showed this in the other previous video, so you could just pause this video now and just actually check out all the Alolan Pokemon that's actually coming to the game. But for right now, we have only the Alolan Exeggutor and the shiny variant of the Alolan Exeggutor. So now that you know that, there's one more piece of information that I want to talk about. So guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, now, I know the video is over 20 minutes long, but it's worth your while for detail. You guys know what I'm saying. But anyhow, here, this is the newest update that actually just, and I know you guys already know about the Safari Zone event. But I want to elaborate on it because Niantic just sent out that new tweet. This is actually the newest tweet. That's actually, so if you go to PokemonGoLive.com, you will see that this is the newest tweet. Anyhow, so we're going to get into this because they didn't actually tell you exactly what was going to be in the Safari event. So basically here it says beautiful nature, and as you can see the actual date on the new update. But anyhow, it says beautiful nature and Pokemon sightings await in the Dortmund Safari Zone. Now, I wonder if I can get a close-up on this. Yeah. Okay, so basically, as you can see, we have Swablu, Aerodactyl, Gardevoir, Fanfi. Now, you know, we're probably going to get a shiny out of this. I mean, because every event we've had so thus far, we've had a shiny. You see Wurmple. Sorry about that, guys. Anyhow, and as you can see back here, you see Corsola. See, a lot of times Niantic tries to hide Pokemon so this way we can be surprised. But yeah, that's a little spoiler right back there. We're getting Corsola, which I already have, by the way. If you don't, I mean, like I said, if you spoof to the event, that's what you do. But yeah, because you know Niantic, we never get Safari events worldwide, and that's something else I want to talk to you about. We should get Safari events worldwide. So anyway, obviously we're getting Pikachu because Pikachu is the star of the event, and we're getting Roselia. And obviously the reason why we're getting Roselia is because in Gen 4 we're definitely getting Roserade. And as you can see right back here, you see the unknown D, and I believe that D stands for Dortmund. You know, the city that's in Germany. But anyway, guys, so we're gonna X out of there, and yeah. So basically, those are the Pokemon that's gonna be in the Safari event. Now it says here, trainers, Pokemon Go Summer Tour 2018 kicks off in a lush Westfalen Park as we host a Safari Zone event supported by the city of Dortmund in Germany. Now, trainers of all ages will be able to explore natural features and catch a wide variety of Pokemon, including some that do not often appear in Europe, like Corsola. Travel through one of Europe's largest inner city parks and experience the multifaceted history of the rural region within the city of Dortmund from June 30th, which is next month, to July 1st. Now, Westfalen Park is one of the largest inner city parks in Europe, and it includes elaborate water features, a Japanese garden, and a large playground for kids and families. Now, a lot of people saying this is going to be Spoof City, which it is. But yeah, anyway, it says lure modules will be activated all day on the Pokestops throughout Westfalen Park, and special 2K eggs will be available when you spin their photo disc. As you walk through the area, Pokemon such as Unknown and Corsola will appear in the wild. Well, I guess they wasn't trying to hide it then. In the wild, offering a chance to catch them, which I already have most of the Unknown. I'm just missing Unknown W and Unknown Z. And then when Gen 4 drops, we're going to get the question mark and exclamation point. Now, it says, plus activities will expand to Dortmund's entire city district, inviting players from all over Europe to explore the city's cultural history through Pokemon Go. Now, there will be no raids or gyms inside Westfalen Park, but nearby areas will also hold even more adventure for those keen to battle powerful raid bosses. Now, in addition to increased Pokemon appearances and some special surprises along the way, this Safari Zone will include other activities trainers can participate in. If you need a rest from adventuring, themed lounges will be available where you'll find mobile phones, charging stations, and opportunities to refuel with snacks and drinks. But you can do that while you're at home spoofing. So that's actually pretty good for the spoofers. And trainers will be able to participate in a huge group photo on both days. There will also be plenty of photo opportunities to get snapshots with your favorite Pokemon, and Pikachu will be in the park for a special photo opportunity. Now, this is a free event to be enjoyed by all trainers on a first come first served basis. So make plans early to ensure you opportunity transportation and accommodations for the event. More details are available on the event's website, and don't forget to share your plans with us using hashtag SafariZoneDortmund on all your social channels. We can't wait to see you there at the Pokemon Go team. Now, with that being said, like I was saying, now if you back up to what I was saying in the early part of the video, I feel as though, and a lot of people feel as though, that Safari Zone should be all around the world like they did with the Go Fest, and we had to all unlock different activities in order to get other activities or whatever. But I mean, it makes sense, you know what I mean? But Safari Zone needs to be extended all around the world. So this way, because a lot of people don't have money like that to travel around the world. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not collecting any money yet, and it's not really a big deal just yet, because I don't even have time to, you know, go around the world like that. I mean, it'll be cool, but you know, some of us have jobs to go to, work to go to, and I'm just being honest with you guys. But anyway, for those that can make it, that's cool. But I mean, you can do all this stuff if you go to your local park, do the same thing that they're doing, buy your own drinks, your own goodies or whatever, and simply spoof from the park. It'll be just like you're there. So I mean, it makes a lot of sense. But anyway, guys, I know a lot of people are not gonna probably agree with me, unsubscribe from me, but I mean, it's not a big deal because this is only social media. But at the same time, I wanted to thank you guys that's still rocking with me, that's still subscribed to me, that's still watching my channels. But yeah, that's basically gonna wrap this video up. I know this is almost a 30-minute video, and a lot of you guys are probably gonna be like, oh, he's with the 30-minute videos. But I mean, hey, I'm trying to get all the information I can out there, as you can see from the thumbnail. And I hope you guys are appreciating the thumbnail, because it takes a little time, you know, to get the thumbnail up. It takes time for me to design the thumbnail. But guys, if you still love my channel, I'm glad you still rocking with me, obviously, because you still subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. Make sure you guys like, comment, sub, and try to really, subscribe to my channel so it can boost me up, because I'm trying to get some merch going, but I need more people so that way I can see what I can do as far as new merch or whatever. Like I want to be like a pretty big YouTuber, and see what I can get out there to you guys. But anyway, make sure you comment down below if you want me to start my, make sure you comment down below, guys, and let me know about if you want me to see if I can create some merch for you guys, if that's what you guys want, because I haven't really seen any comments lately in the comment section. So make sure you guys are doing that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, and make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share this video wherever you share cool stuff, comment down below, smack a like on the video, crush the notification bell so you stay updated on my latest videos. And as always, guys, peace and love, stay humble, keep your head up, and remember to always stay blessed. And I'm out. Peace.